From the first spark of an idea to the last shell shot in the sky, this show will deep dive into the work, the chaos, and the creativity that makes the annual NFA Expo an unforgettable experience. Whether it's the inner workings of the industry, or the stories of the people that bring it all together, or the chaos behind the events, Fuse to Finale is going to pull back the curtain on what it really takes to pull off and deliver the NFA Expo. Because while everyone sees the finale, no one really notices the fuse. My name is Allyson Cowgill. I'm the Operations Manager and Expo Coordinator for the National Fireworks Association. In this podcast and video series, I am going to take you on a journey through the National Fireworks Association. We're going to look at behind the scenes of the Expo planning, who we are, what we do for the industry, who's a part of our organization, and how we can better the experience year by year for our attendees. At this point, we're about 2 months away from our annual expo in September. So the next couple of episodes are going to probably be pretty expo detail heavy. Know before you go, details about sponsorships, details about events, that kind of thing. But we're also going to be looking into the behind the scenes of the organization as a whole. Who makes us up? Who are our members? Who are our board members? What do we do? What do we believe in? And that's going to be kind of the whole bread and butter of this podcast and video series. I've been working on Fuse to Finale for a couple of months. It started out as my Tuesday Talk video series that I did on Facebook Live, and I thought, you know what? I love this. I love getting member input and member feedback and chatting with people, and I like to yap. That's not a secret. So, but it was during the workday. It was hard for people to jump on and participate, but people did value the information that we were getting from it, and I valued the input that I was getting from the people that were participating. So I decided what we would do instead is I would still do the weekly videos, but it would just be in a podcast format. So we'll do a video and a podcast that you can listen to, and we will do the same thing. I'll throw out some things, I'll read some comments, I'll get some feedback, and we will adjust accordingly. So I'm really excited for this journey. Like I said, this has been a passion project in the work for a couple of months, and I'm excited to finally bring it all together. Welcome to the first episode of Fuse to Finale. I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna go ahead and light the fuse and talk about the National Fireworks Association today. The National Fireworks Association is a nonprofit organization in the fireworks industry. It was formed in 1995 by the late Cameron Starr, who was known as the father of the 500-gram firework. We provide a space for manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, and enthusiasts, people that just like fireworks, to exchange knowledge, exchange their products, exchange their ideas, and really just network and come together for the love of their industry. The NFA really prides itself in two foundational properties. So the first would be our annual expo. People know about that. That's kind of what, when they think about the NFA, that's what they think about. But we get together every year in September, and it's a week-long of educational seminars, product demonstrations, trade shows, and keynotes, and just networking, right? It's just a great event to see people that you haven't seen in a year, a few years, meet new people. It's great for up and coming people in the industry trying to get their foot in the door. It's just a really great experience if you are trying to connect with other people in the fireworks industry. The second foundational priority is our advocacy. So we spend a lot of time fighting for the industry, whether it's tariffs, whether it's the metals ban, whether it's legality issues. We do everything we can to absolutely fight for our industry. We work with people in Washington, D.C. directly. We visited Washington, D.C. multiple times to talk to legislators, and we are constantly working with our Government Affairs Committee to do what we can to promote fireworks in a safe manner and legal manner. The NFA believes in using sound science to promote the safe use of fireworks, but not only the safe use, the legal use of fireworks too. So we regularly meet with lawmakers as well as officials in the federal government. We've met with regulatory agencies. We have great relationships with the ATF and the CPSC. We have met with dozens of congressional staff, Congress, U.S. senators, and staff and commissioners at regulatory agencies. So we're combining member expertise, innovation, and experience to speak with one voice and hopefully reduce and eliminate accidents and promote our industry and strengthen the experience for consumer and professional use fireworks. We believe strongly in the industry. We believe strongly in using fireworks in a safe and legal manner. And we do all we can to promote that and push that as far as we can go with it. Allyson, I love what I'm hearing. I love everything about this so far, but I just don't know if it's right for me. Would I fall into the NFA category? If you're here, the answer is probably yes. But we can talk about it anyway. We have 3 categories of membership. The first is our entry-level membership, and that is just for people who are not involved in the industry in any kind of commerce manner. So it's just people who really like fireworks. They like to go into a store, spend a bunch of money, and set stuff off for their neighborhood show, right? People who like to go and are interested in the industry but don't really know anything about it. They just kind of like are interested in it when they see it come up, right? That would be a friend of fireworks. Hobbyists, enthusiasts, backyard pyros. That's who our friend of fireworks membership is for. The next type of membership is called the international membership. It's pretty self-explanatory, but an international membership is any person or firm that is engaged in the industry who has a main office outside of the United States. So this would be our distributors in China. We have some in Cambodia. We have some in Canada. So anyone whose office or operations is outside of the United States would be an international member. The last member type, and our largest member type that we do have, is called a full voting member. So the full voting member is anyone who's actively involved in commerce. So manufacturers, exporters, importers, wholesalers, retailers, brokers, all the things, right? Anyone who has anything to do with the business side of fireworks would be a full voting member. With this membership, the membership encompasses your whole company. So you pay one membership fee for the entire year, but that includes everyone that is associated with your company, all of your employees, all of your people in your office, anybody that is affiliated with your company is encompassed with that membership. So every membership includes a subscription to our bi-monthly newsletter that is sent digitally. It also includes any and all email communications to the membership, and it includes the ability to register and attend our expo. It doesn't include your registration fee, but it does include the ability to come to the expo as it is a members only experience. Full voting members have the ability to vote on any kind of special election. So if we have a board member running for election or we're having a seat open that we need to elect someone for, they may also hold office. So not only can they vote, but they can also hold office and run for a seat on the board. And it also, we do offer a discount with InfoTrack, Emergency Response Monitoring System. We have a partnership with them where we offer a reduced rate for our full voting members. Listen, I don't really care to vote. I don't really care to hold office. Like, do I have to be a full member? Yes, you do. But the cool thing about being a full voting member is the word voting always scares people off, but it also gives you the opportunity to shoot a product demo at our expo, be a vendor and have a booth at our expo, give a seminar at our expo. So you have the ability to do lots of things outside of just voting if you are that full membership. We have been doing this for over 30 years. We have a lot of members that have been here the entire 30 years, and we have a lot of new members every single year too. We are so excited to continue growing. We are so excited to see where the next few years takes us. The NFA is made up of 5 board members and me. I'm not a board member, I'm just the staff member. I'm the expo coordinator and the operations manager. And our board members are all on a volunteer basis. So they do all have jobs and careers outside of the National Fireworks Association. Meanwhile, this is my sole career besides being a mom. Our board members are all longtime members of the NFA. And their companies have been around for a long time in the industry. So let me introduce you to our board of directors. Our president is Stacy Schneider-Blake of Schneider Fireworks in St. Joseph, Missouri. Our vice president is Ed Vassell of Jake's Fireworks and Far East Importing in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Our treasurer is Kurt Cowgill of North Central Industries in Muncie, Indiana. Our secretary is Sabrina Nichols of American Wholesale Fireworks in Hudson, Ohio. And our safety director is Jacob Dell of Magic in the Sky Fireworks and Precocious Pyrotechnics in Boerne, Texas. We also have multiple committees that help run the show. So we have a membership committee, we have a financial committee, a government affairs committee, an election committee, and a veterans committee. The plan is to deep dive into all of those committees and meet with the people that run those committees, and that'll be done in the future as well. We have big ideas for Fuse to Finale, and I'm so glad you're here. I hope you'll follow along with all of our future episodes and stick around to see the behind the scenes of what makes the National Fireworks Association happen. So much for joining. I'm Allyson Cowgill, and I will see you next time we light the fuse.